Okay, I'm small apparently just now, and I also forgot to turn on tracking because I am a great streamer. Hey, hello! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me a minute. Hey, I'm actually relatively on time today. Screw you. Don't I was just checking I was just checking a reply I got for one of my things. When am I going to Germany? Fucking most likely early October. Uh, hello, not hello, fire. Why are you like this person? But yeah, hello, 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 hello. Oh my god, I have. Okay, I am a lot more awake than compared to last stream. uh, I don't mango. It's not the time. Not the time. Not the time. I'm very. I'm not. I know you really want to help me do this, but could get my PC, but I'm genuinely just. I have been incredibly busy. Just looking through for college shit right now. I have spent the entirety of today just messaging people about renting housing. The housing market is crazy. I hate the housing market. Fire goes eating a bratwurst. I would. I actually love sausages. Sausages are amazing. That does not de-stress me because that does probably does the opposite of de-stressing me. I also made a cup of tea. But yeah. Holy fuck. College is stressful. On the overstimulation causes emptiness. Emptiness is what the fuck do you think is causing my already stressness? I'm already overstimulated with the amount of information. And here's the thing. I fucking hate like mentally like contacting people. Of course, Brad was stressed. Okay. I hate contacting people online. Clearly not overstimulated enough. Have you seen my stream on Wednesday? I was not on planet Earth. I was on a different dimension. Today I'm a lot better. Because today I actually had sleep. But last Wednesday, holy fuck, I was not on Earth. It is it's as tame. What? Hey? You guys are Wednesday was a tame one? Really? I don't even know what was happening on Wednesday. That was how sleepy I and like stressed I was. I I have finished a comprehensive list of what I need. Oh, okay, I say comprehensive. It's like 5 things. And I also have like some costing stuff that I finally gave to my mom. Stress is sexy. No, it's not. But I will say for once I am a little bit enjoying the stress because not to say that the stress is good. It's just that hey, for once I am actually also the bees. Why are we talking about the bees again? Hey, I don't remember what happened last stream. Why what happened? What was going on with the bees? I genuinely don't remember. I know it's like Rabbit talked about bees or some shit, but I genuinely don't remember what the fuck was talked about because that was how tired I was. I could not remember for shit what was happening. um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I contacted so many people today. But on the upside, we are talking about these because I think you just went crazy. Uh, yeah, typical person and rabbit. Honey is delish. I like honey too. Are you going to make a pilgrimage to Michael Jackson's memorial? I don't care about Michael Jackson. I'll be real. I don't care that much about Michael Jackson. I do want to say though, I have spent so long. Like I have like I would say like Fucking acknowledge the pun. Because okay. I don't want to acknowledge the pun anymore. But uh I have the number of like the number of fucking offers that were just, oh yeah, woman only. How the fuck do I actually did contact a lot of them that said woman only, and if they ask, I'll say I'm a trans woman, but yeah, for now I'm just gonna wait for them to reply, but hopefully it's fine. I did find a lot of gay ass place though. A lot of advertisement who literally just said, yeah, we're fucking gay, just don't everyone in this fucking house is gay, so don't worry about it. Like basically that entire like the advertising. Like I have found multiple of those, so I am getting Cooners to be like, Cooney, what the fuck? But yeah, I am thankful that there are these kind of housing. I am still hoping to get like an actual dorm room though, because uh, gooning is good. What? What? Are you okay? Are you okay, Delta? But yeah, oh my god, I've sent so many fucking messages. I even sent like a couple of emails, and I am, oh shit. Hold on. I have something is happening. No, never mind. That was just okay. Okay, never mind. That was just a reply that I've already read. Yeah, a lot of people just asking if I'm a woman, and I'm like, I want to be a woman though. That's the whole point. Me want a woman good. But I actually kind of want to live with like more women and stuff because I kind of want to like learn from them if that makes sense. I don't know how. I don't know how that works. Help. But yeah, I'm just trying. The housing market though. Fucking Germany, fix your house. Please fix your fucking housing. Who's when the group? I don't know what the hell you're on about, Delta, and I'm too scared to. At this point, I'm too scared to ask. I am also like looking just for a lot of like. Germany is a renter's paradise. It is not a renter's paradise. I mean, it's a renter's. It's not a renter's paradise. There's like a whole housing crisis apparently, even for renting. It's crazy. I need, I need, and I don't have like a car. I say like even if I do have car, I can't bring it to fucking Germany. But yeah, it's like I can't afford to buy castling. What is, as in go live in a castle? Bitch, bitch, what the fuck is, what? Why would that be cheaper? Why would that be cheaper? That literally, why would that be cheaper? Heh. Uh, I still have, like a giant list of people that I have not emailed yet. I really should though. Uh, I'm just in pain. Everything just sucks. I really want like a singular apartment though. Like those like one person rooms with like the kitchen inside that I don't have to talk to people. Because a lot of like the renting places that I found kind of specifies that, oh yeah, please come talk to us. We would accept. We prefer people who would come to talk to us. And I'm like, I have to. I have to. Still say. I still have to ask them if it's okay. What the fuck was that? Eh? What just happened? What the fuck just happened? I don't know what just happened. What's that sound? Where did that sound come from? That was the sound of Windows Fire. I think I have some. I think this came from one of my tabs. I have like 50 million tabs open right now because of all of the shit I'm doing. Construct a cast. I can't even construct a cat. I haven't even finished constructing the one castle I have in Minecraft. What makes you think I'm capable of doing that IRL? There is no fucking chill, Mango, chill. Come to cat person. I've seen Callie's prices. I will die. I will keel over and just perish. If I go to Cali. You do realize that, right? I will keel over and perish. It is not cheap in California, no. In fact, it's one of the most expensive places in the United States. You know? Probably like not as expensive as New York. But still, it's still bad. Also, and any question of is blank cheap in if blank cheap in insert US place, the answer will be no, unfortunately. Unfortunately for the Americans. But I am hoping that I'll be able to actually get some student like an actual okay housing though, because holy fuck, I am terrified that I'm not gonna get shit right now. Um can we not talk about that? Maybe they're saying that only Macho Mango achieves victory. I mean, like, chill, because I'm genuinely like not like jokes. All of the jokes, like, usually I joke. I'm okay with all of the jokes and stuff, but recently I will say I really need, like, just I'm trying to concentrate on what I need to do instead of just um I'm trying to concentrate here, man. Unless it's like a shithole, but then it's kind of cheap, but also complete. The problem is I have to live close to the uni, cause by necessity, by necessity I have to live close to the unis. What I'm annoyed by is that it's just that it's how hard it is to find a room that's just, oh, hey, can I just live in the middle of nowhere? Why I'm trying to study in a country here. What the fuck am I gonna do if I live in the middle of nowhere? You can also live at a walking distance 30 minutes. Yeah, I know. I'm fine with walking distance 30 minutes to an hour. That's the plan. That's the plan, to be like either walking distance for 30 minutes or like 30 minutes commute. So that's like the plan. I'm okay with 30 minutes commute. Um, I am not exactly okay with 30 with, because public transportation is exactly. Back when I was in college for my bachelor's, I did I walked an hour daily, just to get something, just to go anywhere. So I'm cool with walking for an hour. What I'm not cool is what I'm not cool is having to socialize too much, and like having to actually, like, having I am okay with having a common space, but the thing is, like, I want to close myself off in my room and just not care about the outside world. That's But from what I've seen a lot, I am open to, maybe a new type of experience of, like, if they are friendly. But I am scared of too much socialization. I just want to spend most of my time just dying in my room. But and I want to like have my own kitchen area, I guess. Like that's a lot of these places I'm looking up right now has a shared kitchen area. I'm fine with it. Oh, my model just disappeared again. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with imagine having the infrastructure to walk in. I was walking past a highway. There was no infrastructure to walk. I had to cross a highway every time. Thank fuck. Okay, it's not a like it's not. Well, to be fair, the highway in that area is like it's a small because it is it's not an actual highway, but it's like one of the main. It's like it's a 4-lane road. It's a 4-lane road. I had to cross a 4-lane road. Sorry, I mean like 4 lane per side, by the way. So it's an 8-lane road. I have to cross an 8-lane road every time I go anywhere. The only saving grace I got is a traffic light. I had to basically cross the traffic light every single time. it was it was fun, and yeah, and there was no walking infrastructure. I had to walk in the on basically like right next to the cars. So literally any kind of infrastructure, I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. But another thing is just like I'm just looking for, I'm just hoping I'll be able to live comfortably. I guess rent is crazy, man. Rent is crazy. I really want to have like, I really I did apply for like the colleges like dormitories, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it, and I'm kind of anxious that what happens if I don't get it, because I do want to get it. I really want to get it. If I get it, I'll be oh not well, set is not the right word, but if I get it, I'll have a lot more. I will have a lot more leeway on what I can do, because the because it solution for German housing. What? Hey. Yeah, just trying to solve, just trying to like look. I still have to email people basically. I really prefer if I have like my own little space that I don't need to I don't need to be forced to socialize with others. Okay. Also, I asked I have found a couple of Conquer Habitat, Conquer Lebensraum. No, 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 we're not doing that. No, we're not fucking doing that. No, 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 no. Delta, bad, bad, Delta, bad, bad, Delta. Anyway, yeah, there are a couple of places that are super gay, and I'm hoping the gay places fucking accept me. The problem is the gay places are also like a lot of the gay places are also vegan as fuck. So, how do I describe this? Um, I'm not vegan. I'm the opposite of a vegan. I fucking love meat. I eat a lot of meat. I'm not gay enough. What? How dare you? How dare you say I'm not gay enough? How dare you? I'll prove to you that I'm gay. Oh, I just saying that hurt my bones. Just saying that hurt me. I am genuinely like kind of like I am scared I am scared though, very scared. It's not Fire Gussie is not gay. Haha. What? I cannot believe you guys would say things like this. I cannot believe you guys would slander me like this. Uh Let's be honest. Clearly, you cannot outgay the German gays to asexual. I am not arrow though. I'm just asexual. So, I can be gay. I can be romantic gay. That can be a thing. That can be a thing. I'm crying. I'm dying. I'm dying. How many? When will the people actually accept me? No, shut the okay, Mango. Yeah, I have like 50 different like shit going on. How big is I don't know. I haven't looked at my USB sticks in a while. I probably have some files in there too I need to work on. But I will say, every single room that I have looked at so far are better than my room back in Malaysia, back when I was in college in Malaysia, which kind of surprised me because it basically um how do I describe this? They are incredibly um livable. Meanwhile, my old dorm, there is a bed, there is a table, and there is a cupboard. The cupboard isn't even like an actual cupboard. There's no the cupboards have no doors. That's that's like it's just you good luck with good luck with doing the 3 steps for Tavi, by the way. Yeah, just good luck with that. Especially when Tavi inevitably finds where you live, and does the same thing with you, your family, your dog, your cats, and also and also somehow your deceased ancestors. Don't worry, don't ask how. That's just what Tavi will do. Anyway. But yeah, every single room I've seen so far are genuinely better than my room back at college, and I'm like, damn, Malaysia sucks. Oh, fuck off. Go away with the fucking bots. What the fuck? I just banned a bot and another one came out of nowhere. Fucking hell. They just spawned in at the same time. This sucks. Fucking sucks. Anyway. No, I'm gonna ban you. Oh. Still, I'm hoping that shit will be better. I'm hoping I can find a decently cheap accommodation though. I'm very scared, especially because I don't know what to expect. Fucking banning Mango for being a bot apparently. I don't know. Step 1 2 so impossible. YouTube has not shown them. It's in live chat. Person. It's in live chat. I can see them. I can see hot bots in your area. No, ooh, hot bots in my area. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta check. No, just kidding. There is so many things going on, man. There's so many things going on. You can see it on my on like the video chat, like the chat on stream. Anyway, where's Tavi? If all else fails, can I crash on Tavi's code? I can see the heart emoji you just spamming. I've seen that. I've seen you do that. I've seen you do that a lot. thank you for these spams. It is from what I can tell. It does boost engagement, I think, so that's pretty good. Yes, YouTube. See, people actually engage in my chat. Believe me, YouTube, I am a good streamer. Anyway. Anyway, where's Tabi? I need Tabi to give me mental support, mental reassurance that everything will be fine. That that he can just literally give me a place to live, or something. I don't know. No, mangoes. No, I really don't like that. I really don't like that. Please, mango. Like a few times is okay, but like just don't. Farios is not. Fuck you. Fuck. Hey, I am not. I am not in any way reliable, but I'm pretty okay streamer, right? Come on, come on. I am in no way reliable. You should never rely on me, but still. Oh god, I'm. Yeah. I don't hate Family Guy, I hate that joke because I know what you're referencing and I don't like that association, not even a tiny bit. Alright. Anyway. How do you find Rent? Rent is fucked, man. They're no, Mango, I don't care. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. I don't like it. So, what else has been going on with everyone's life now? Also, yeah, my parents have to basically spawn in a lot of money, which is kind of concerning right now. Yeah, my parents are a bit worried about that part. It's not that we can't afford it; it's that the fact that we have to basically, do it in such a short notice. It's like not short notice. I mean like you have to spend so much. You have to like spend so much money. Oh, Sororitas better. Okay, okay. I actually, you know what? I need to complain about something. So I've been playing the fucking 40k gacha game right now. So they have a limited time event where it's like a PvP event. But one of so you can only play as one specific faction. So you can only play as like Sororitas, Mechanicus. Oh yeah, the gacha. Yes, yeah. I've been playing that now. Oh, you're in the purple place now. Oh, hi Dota. But yes, I've been playing, and then so I have been exclusively playing the Sororitas. I have, don't worry, I have not paid money and I will not pay any money. I have decided that no, I'm not paying any money. um but I do wanna point out I am very angry because the Sororitas are dog shit. And I am exclusively playing Sororitas. I get wiped so quickly. It's actually annoying. I'm actually so frustrated. I'm not gonna reference that Peter Griffin thing anymore from now on. I'm serious. Um yeah, they are just fucking terrible. Like, their abilities are fine. It's the fact that facing any other faction, they just get wiped. And it's like, and I'm just there like, why did they make my faction so weak? Why? Why did they make Celestine die in 2 hits? To be fair, he also has like a thing where she can like basically put damage onto her Gemini. But god damn it! Fucking Celestine dies in 2 hits! I have to 5 hit the other people to kill them, but Celestine dies in 2 hits! Why? Is it because of pay to? No, it's not pay to win because that event. Okay, so that event is actually pretty fair because what they would do is they would, what they would do is that they make it so that every single unit is capped at like a certain level basically. Play Dawn of War is as sisters are strong in that. I don't play RTS. I don't play RTS, man. But yeah, in it's not pay has a pay to win because like every single faction is capped. Every single like unit is capped at like a certain level. They have like they make it so that basically they even the playing field. They even the playing field, and holy fuck, the sisters are dog shit. I'm suffering every time I look at every time I play the sisters. Low key, the best part of Dawn of War is the army painter. Wait, there's an army painter? God fucking damn it. It genuinely might just be a me skill issue. I refuse to acknowledge that. Very you should become hungry box. I mean, disorder. What? I don't get it. Sorry. Sorry, I genuinely don't get it. It was so stupid. And also, for some reason, the Necrons, for some reason, the Necrons themselves are already pretty powerful. They have a lot of like special abilities. They they are very tanky and they heal every turn. That's fine. That one's fine. I could actually deal with that. The problem with the Necrons is along with their normal ass units, they spawn 2 NPCs. Those 2 NPCs one-shot every single one of my sisters. Like, literally every single one. I'm like... So you're telling me they get 2 NPCs that just one-shot me, and I get nothing. To be fair, I also get 2 sisters NPC, but they have no damage and no health. They get one-shot by everything, and they hit with no damage. Why do they did that? Why they hate? Whoever made that game hate the Sororitas. Also, they didn't fucking Hungry Box is a professional Smash Bros. Player, and Jigglypuff is widely regarded as basically unusable in competitive settings. Yeah, yes, I'm trying to do that right now. I'm low key trying to do that. I'm trying to use the non-meta, non-meta beating the fucking meta. Could they have at least balanced it out by not giving the fucking Necrons 2 units that could just one-shot people? Hello? Like the Necrons could spawn units. Like that's one of their abilities. Why the fuck do they need to 2 overpowered NPCs? Why? I get 2 underpowered NPCs and Necron get 2 overpowered ones. What the fuck is the point of this? Why? Why do they do this to me? Why do they hate me? I am so pissed. I am so pissed. I have 1 unit who can do like a significant amount of damage. That's it. Everyone else gets like fucked immediately. I do have a good healer though, but a healer really doesn't matter when everyone's a tissue paper. Fuck you. It probably is, genuinely. It probably is skill issue. It probably also has a big part to do with just me being bad at the game. I don't deny it. I don't deny the skill issue. I'm just pissed. I'm just pissed that they basically made the sororitas shit, man. Because okay, to be fair, no matter what, like even if it's like me skill issue, the Necrons having two things that can one shot me, is that one's just unfair in any way, shape, or form. You're also experiencing video game frustration. What have you been experiencing? What kind of hell have you been experiencing? Sig is so hard to just survive. Oh yeah, yeah. That do be how it be sometimes. Also, I'm pissed because the actually no, I can't mention that. Never mind. I am in hell. Everything fucking sucks. The East India Company will destroy your ass in 12 years at best, and there's nothing anyone can do, and no one to save you. Yeah, especially with a new update with the Navy is so important now. Yeah, the East India Company is just gonna fucking steamroll you. You could probably do some kind of like the you know those like the I guess truce, like fucking truce, like cheesing a truce out of the East India Company maybe. Like basically you declare war on them, and then immediately capitulate and just pay them basically like war reps or like humiliation, I think, or something. Basically, you're just like you're just like I'm gonna declare war on you. Ah, just kidding, just kidding. It's fine, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it works with the Sikh though. I know it works with China back in the back then. I'm not sure if it works now. Still. Either way, you're gonna die and it's gonna be horrible. Also, the answer is no. They have claim. Oh, they have claims. Ah, that's fucked. Ah, well, you're fucked then. That's all I can say. Can you somehow? Can you? Is there any possible way for you to somehow just, get on their good side? I mean, okay. Technically, there's one thing you can do. You can technically become their protectorate willingly, and basically like, oh, you are I am your protectorate, and then slowly like build up your strength with slowly like build up your strength before like after you build up your strength you like declare independence and shit, but yeah, you can technically do that, but I'm not sure how like how effective that is. But a bigger army kick their ass. Good luck with that, I guess. uh, the problem is like they have advanced tech too, so that is another thing. No, just no, because is it you can willingly become their protectorate? No, willingly become their protectorate, so they protect you instead of annexing you, and then you just play as a protectorate, and hopefully not get puppeted. Anyway, chat. How do you find housing without actually just fearing for your life? Oh yeah, I also forgot to do one thing I needed to do. I'll deal with that later. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. What's up? What? Bully fire goes and make her. Don't make me a server. Fucking hell. Oh, so I think okay. I'm not sure how much I want to keep this, but certain versions of my lore. Actually, you know what? It is. Just it is in my current lore, actually, now that I think about it. So in my current lore there, a portion of my brain has been replaced by mechanical stuff. So you can argue in my lore that I'm technically a mechanicus type shit, you know? It is it is meant to simulate an organic brain though. The only difference is that it has a direct interface with like machines and stuff, so I can connect like my brain to other machines. You know, like how the princeps from in like you know the Titans can connect their entire body to the Titan. Yeah, I have like there is that kind like a there is that's the only that's the only like you know difference where I can do that. It is a biological. Do not servitorize me. Do not. The compute the mechanical part of my brain is based on a biological brain, not based on a not based on it's not a computer basically. It is a physical brain. uh Also, you in person reach a compromise about how you can stay human-like and still you can stay human-like and enjoy the death mechanics. That is the thing. It's just that you know you will be like all of the other tech priests will be like, why would you do this? Like will be very skeptical at you. Basically, they'll be like, I cannot believe you would do this. What? Replace your body with mechanical stuff already. Why are you not doing this? They do have an advanced time, but they can use the machinery to do extraction and colony for winning industry. Has no skirmishing infantry mostly. You replace most of your body with mechanical shit? What? Why? But it will look okay, that's fine then. That's actually my lore. Okay, so by my lore, half of my face is actually completely mechanical. By my lore, half of my face is actually completely mechanical. It's just that it has a if you zoom into my eyes, you can that's why it's like translates to fire goes what? So you look like regular humans, but your bones is like titanium. Yeah, that's actually like genuinely just my lore. That's actually my lore. That's not even joking. My lore. So look at my if you look at like so the idea I went is that the entire half of my body was completely destroyed basically down to its core, and then like it had to be rebuilt but then because this is a you think that, yes, they probably will. The problem is Warhammer 40k doesn't have tech that can kind of do that. That's actually why I don't really like the Mechanicus in Warhammer. In any other setting I would probably like the Mechanicus, but not I mean like not setting, sorry. I like the idea of the Mechanicus of replacing your body. I am like you know I am very interested in cyborgs. The problem is I just don't like how they look because they are uh like it doesn't feel like like you know they always say like oh certainty of steel and stuff. It doesn't feel like an improvement. It feels like you just completely destroyed all of your like all of the there's a reason why biology is there's a reason why biology is how humans you also need to remember that AdMech are cargo cult at best. What do you mean cargo cult? Sorry, I don't get it. You invent the tech. Heresy, tech heresy detected. Person, Delta says he's gonna do invention. Get him! Because like the whole like the reason why biological life is so it's biology is a really effective very effective in terms of like they're not scientists, they mimic it. Yeah, I know that. I know that. Like the thing is like biology is like there is like a whole um how do I describe this? The reason why biology is like, why people evolve to have biological bodies is flexibility. Not like flexibility as in like, oh, my body is flexible. No, I mean like your cells can basically take many shape and forms. Carbon-based life forms are your body, your cells can do a variety of different things very efficiently. Not efficient. I guess efficiently is not the right word, but like very. It's a like your muscles. They are tough, but they are also flexible. They are they can self repair. They are not stiff. They are not like stiff. But if you look at like the AdMech fucking, but you fucking look at the AdMech stuff, they're they're like cybernetics are just steel. It's just metal. There is no flexibility. You cannot, you cannot use them to do other stuff. It's just more, and you're just completely removing all of the advantages of flesh, replacing it with the advantages and disadvantages of steel. Yes, the flesh is weak, but it's weak for a reason. It's weak so that you don't have to spend 2 million. You don't have to so you can actually feel your fucking what you touch. Heresy? I am not AdMech. I can say whatever the fuck I want about the machine gods. I don't care. If anything, the Sororitas probably hates the AdMech. They probably think the AdMech is like a perversion to the faith. See, but Iron Hand also created the certainty of steels. Actually, I haven't read the Iron Hand lore yet. I need to read that. I know they really changed like a lot of their like body parts cybernetics, but I don't know how they work from there. Foolish Vargo's heresy in 40k is not heresy IRL. What? Either way, I don't care. I don't care. I am sororitas. I and you if anything, you are heresy to me. Still though, my idea is that I like cybernetics that replicate both, the inherent toughness of mechanical stuff without sacrificing the flexibility of biological life. That's the kind of cybernetics I like. I don't like cybernetics where it's just you just ram a piece of steel in your body. That's not a cybernetic. That's just putting a machine on your body. That's not a cybernetic. You're an actual Sor. No, I'm not an actual Soritas IRL. I mean like in fucking. I mean in fucking like my like the Warhammer fucking RP bullshit. Okay. No. This is a Warhammer RP. Like you have to get in character when you're playing Warhammer. That's how it works. That's how it works. There's a character here. It's like how I play a character when I'm VTubing. So yeah. But yeah, I don't like that kind of like I don't like the AdMech, not because of the cybernetics, because I don't think their cybernetics are cybernetics. Their cybernetics are more putting a computer on your body and putting a piece of metal in your body and calling it like better. That thing is not a part of you. It's just something there. You did not replace your body with steel. You just put steel on your body. That's not a replacement. It's just there. It's not. This doesn't really do shit. So I don't. Yeah. Adapter and just billionaire tech bros. No, that's the League of Votan. That's literally the League of Votan. I'm not even joking. Also, when is the Imperial True having his comeback? Never. Remember, I'm sororitas. Remember, I don't believe in the Imperial Truth. I believe in the Imperial cult. And Imperial Truth is heresy. And ignore the fact that the Emperor is actually pushing that. The sending forces like the Sisters of Flaming Spirit. God damn it. God damn it. Are we having another fucking AdMech versus Sororitas war that probably happens somewhere? That probably happens like 5 million times in like the various places in the galaxy probably. But no, if you're looking for the billionaire tech bros in Warhammer, Mango, it's literally the League of Votan. Their whole thing is that they listen to an AI. That's it. That's the whole thing. They literally listen to ChatGPT. That's not even a joke. And then to the stories are good lubric. No, come on! Don't talk about the don't talk about the Grey Knight story. Come on, no, we don't talk about the Grey Knight story. Come on, come on. I don't want to be turned into just. Flesh is necessary, just as Necron's true. I mean, the entire AdMech thing, right, has like the whole idea of like, you have to, even though you replace your body with steel and stuff, you have to make sure that you are still in a way keeping your soul and you're not just changing everything. You want a timeline where Magnus comes back to sit in the Golden Throne, allowing the Emperor to heal himself, and then just being like, what the fuck? Okay. It's very likely that the Emperor actually knows what's going on, by the way. Because it has been implied that the Emperor is technically conscious. It's just that his consciousness is in the warp, not in his physical body anymore. Basically, the reason why it's like, the reason why all of like, especially like the sisters that can summon miracles, it is very likely the sisters do actually summon miracles from the Emperor. It's just that, it's probably some warp nonsense, but still. But Emperor was training a god of disbelief when he was spreading atheism. I don't think so. God of disbelief kinda misses the point of the idea of belief, if that makes sense. It's more so he was creating a I like to believe he has been corrupted by the faith of Quintilian. I wouldn't say he was corrupted, because like the Emperor knew that that gods and shit exist, and like, collective beliefs of people would create gods, and like will actually affect reality. The Emperor knew that. The thing was like but what I think is like the faith of like so many people probably empowered him in the warp, and even he knows that he's being empowered by this, and he cannot deny that he's basically if not a complete god, he's basically has godlike powers now. He's basically, I think, I like the interpretation where the Emperor knows he's now a god, even though he doesn't like it, and he blesses and so he does use his blessings to bless people he thinks that will need the power to go to win to maintain humanity, I guess. I think that's the thing. What created an excess of sex? What created core and excess of war? What created people's hope for the future? I don't know. Because it's kind of, it's because to say that atheism is a excess of disbelief isn't really true. Atheism is not really like, oh, it's not just, oh, you believe that there is no God. There is also the idea that, like, you're believing in things that aren't God, or like aren't, theistic. It doesn't mean you don't believe in anything. So you're believing in a lot of different various things. Yes, yeah, guess I am a god now. Fuck me. Yeah, I think that's what the emperor is like. I think that's the emperor thinks, especially because, like, the 10,000 psychers that sacrifice to him every day. Uh, I know a thousand, sorry, 1,000 psychers are sacrificing him to him every day. It's like, I feel like, in a way he absorbs those souls, and the power of so many souls will definitely like create a very powerful being in the warp. And it is implied that literally the Astronomicon. What am I saying? Astronomicon is literally keep like pushing away demons of the chaos gods. So it's literally a like, an effect like in the warp. We are arguing like Mana Emperor now for like someone who tries to understand how warp behaves, not like someone who tries to understand. Literally, some arguments he did the TTS refute the idea of him creating a god of disbelief. Because it's like no, because like the idea is that, like, when you're believing, when you don't believe in something, it doesn't mean you believe in nothing. So what do you believe in is still like, is your only belief that there is no god, or is your only belief that science is the true or end all? And if you believe science is the true of end all, then the idea is that you believe in something, that the collective belief of there is only science means that the collective belief, even if it creates a god, the whole point is that this god can only follow the laws of science, because uh you can't create a science god that doesn't follow science. That makes no sense. If you create a science god that can manipulate reality as he sees fit, then it's not scientific. So that inherently is a contradiction. Um, Give me a minute. I'm suddenly, my stomach suddenly is telling me to go fuck itself. So I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. Oh god, it's really bad. All of a sudden, I'll be back. I have returned. Wait, what face did I freeze on? Wait, what happened? What happened while I was gone? No. Wait, what face did I freeze on? No. Uh, uh, um. Hold on, give me a minute. My brain. Oh, check Discord. What the? Oh, that is actually. That is actually. You know what's the fun? You know what's even funnier? I don't. There is so like I remember rigging the mod. I don't think I tried. You know, when I was rigging the mod, I tried a lot of combinations. I don't think I saw this one. This is actually pretty peak. You know, I cannot lie. Damn, that's actually pretty peak. Anyway, the idea the idea is, yeah, you can't. By the way, Mango, replying to your thing. The problem is, like, yeah, you can't create a science god. That's probably not impossible. The problem is the science god would probably just the only thing that the science god would do is probably cancel out the effects of the other warp gods, because just saying no, it's not science, so therefore I think that's literally the only thing that they would do, because you know they would follow science. So their thing would just, and what, you know, whatever the science, you know, people believe is. So what you end up having is literally just a you just create a force that by its own nature cancels out the effects of the other gods. That's the only thing I can think of for what you mean there. I literally cannot think of anything else that would be a god like that. Uh, my stomach still hurts, by the way. I want to point that out because I'm not having a good time. You think they would be powerful enough to just overwhelm other gods? I'm not saying they would overwhelm the other gods. I'm just saying, like, you know, you like in their area of, you know, in their area of power, I guess, they would be able to basically cancel out magic and or sorcery in a sense. Maybe that's what blanks are. Maybe blanks are forces that that forces that literally are blessed by the science god. And because of that, they can own they every like psychic effect around them just goes, no, oh, you're not, that's not scientific. um Instead of the chaos dwarf god of industry in Warhammer Fantasy Battle, they're not powerful enough to cancel out others. It was solely to create a case of rock paper scissors. Maybe, I don't know, because like a god of industry and the god of like science is different, and like or like what you're saying here, like god of atheism is different, because a god of industry is like, okay, they still embody something. They still embody something that isn't contradictory to the idea of you know, godlike powers. God, like, you can have a magical industry. That is a thing you can have. The thing is that, but you cannot have magical science. That's magical, not magic, basically. That makes that by its nature contradicts itself. So what I would assume is that a god of atheism and a god of like, you know, like logic and science, well, the only thing that they would do is render uh probably render like the area of effect as like their, you know, their power, their area of power as basically science has always been whimsical, man. With Vicky Howe article. I will. Okay, so Mango, as a science person, I know that's just not true. there's an idea that science follows laws, follows set rules, and and the most importantly, can be repeated. That is the part of the warp that is that inherently contradicts it. The warp is pure randomness, even more exactly WikiHow articles. The warp and magic is the whole idea is that it isn't consistent. And when you bring the warp into reality, what is happening is basically you're creating the inconsistencies that shouldn't exist in real space, I guess. So a god of a god of atheism and science would probably just follow the laws of just create a space that where the warp has no effect because the rules of reality take place in his space. That's the best I can think of. That's the best I can think of for a god of atheists by itself cannot prove its own existence. Contradictions, I know, contradictions can exist in the warp, but it cannot exist in real space. It's what I'm saying. The contradictions cannot exist in real space, is what I'm saying. It can exist in the warp, yeah. And if you probably have a magic that's powerful enough to to destroy like the power of that god, probably, yeah. But if like let's say the god of if there is a god of science and atheism that exists in 40K, it by its nature, even though that it is self-contradicting, it can only exist in the warp, and it's the only effect that is observable in real space. Warp influence can enforce contradictions of existence. No, I know it enforces contradiction, but that's the point, right? The problem is the contradiction that a god of science exhibits is to keep things real, to keep things logical, to keep things scientific. So yeah, it can probably the contradictions that it can literally do, in my opinion, is to remove the contradictions. Because logically, you also can remove it. You have a space that it cannot be that is affected by magic, and you have a face that is like exactly so super illogical by 40K standards. But I know I don't care if it's illogical or like whatever. But I feel like this is one of the things where it's like accurate science in 40K is peak Lovecraftian horror. I mean, you can technically argue, like even in real life, you don't even need 40K for this. There is the argument. There has always been the argument in real life that God enforces because there's always the question in science. What causes the rules of science? What causes the universe to follow exactly to the rules of logic and science? You can always argue that God created the rules of logic and science and forced the universe to follow it. That has always been an argument IRL. You can just put that you could just put that into actual science stuff. You can actually just put that into 40K and that would work too. Instead of like it forces things to follow the rules of science. It forces realism, and in a way, you can still put like the more evil aspects of you can still turn them evil. You can still turn them into some kind of chaos god, not in a sense like maybe he's not like chaotic in nature, but like the idea may be the brutal. You can always put the idea of the brutality of reality, how brutal reality is. That maybe like even without all of this magic bullshit, uh, your life can still fucking suck. Even without all of this chaos gods, like you can like you can make a god of like logic and science evil. The universe gods. What the fuck? You can make the like the chaos god of logic and science evil by just making it so that what it does is that it enforces the brutality of reality upon well reality. Basically, make it so that ah no you know what sucks about life? Taxes. You know what sucks about life? Poverty. You know what sucks about life? A random rock falling on your house out of nowhere. Because those are things that could happen. Those are things that could happen IRL. That has nothing to do with magic. So what you can do is basically make a god of atheism, and you can have a god, an evil god of atheism, an evil god of logic. That is not out of the waters. So science sorcerer who cast physics magic that can break orcs' leap of faith in magic. That would just be that would literally. So what you're saying? So what you're saying is it's fucking. They can make a gun. Is what you're saying. Fire goes to the chaos god of permanent. Actually, in lore, I am the not really god, I guess. God is not the right word. There is no god in my lore, but still, I am the embodiment of fire and also a primordial being, created from created from the essence of the Big Bang. But that one is a whole other thing. That is a very deep lore spoilers. That is so deep. It's to the point that I have not even come up with the stories around that yet. For most of the lore, I have stories around it, but the primordial, me being a primordial element of reality, that part I don't even have any story around it. uh, let's just say the creation of fire ghosts required a lot of tomfoolery, a lot of chicanery. Exactly, man. Okay. I'm, okay. So technically, we could be living in a reality right now that is governed by the god of science and the god of science. Right now might be the god. Maybe, just maybe. The reason why, actually, no, at that time the Elder Empire is already like going crazy with gods and shit. So I was like, oh, humanity's early history, with god of science like that. And I remember the Elder exists. I'm like, no, that doesn't work. Just like GW, I almost forget about the Eldar's existence. uh, I will say I kind of hope that I kind I would say in my like 40k self-insert fanfic thing I'm having in my brain. Yes, I already have that. I think welcome to my life where I RP fanfic that I never write down. And just make myself super OP. I have a problem, okay? Look, I just in the Xenos Unreal. What? The what? You mean you mean the Xenos Unreal? I'm gonna assume. What? Eh? Oh, you mean the Elder? Okay, okay, got it. I think that took me a while. But yeah, the Z, like in my Oh, this is a huge spoilers for that fanfiction because I also have not approached there yet. Um, I am still thinking of the kinks behind it, like the philosophical background behind it. But my main character is technically, it's not a chaos god per se. But it is a god of persistence, if that makes sense. It's the god of just living another day and just being content with living another day. Not Nurgo's like, oh, being content with everything is shit. Being content with just living. Not whatever the fuck Nurgo's going on there. And having that little bit of willpower to just say, I'll deal with it tomorrow. That is that idea. The idea of, because I feel like that element in Warhammer 40k was not really explored. How even though under all of this suffering, under all of this cruelty, under all of this like oppression, a lot of people just choose to live another day. Just choose to, even in the grim dark future where there is only war, just say, fuck it, I'm gonna live tomorrow. That idea, that is something I want to explore with set, so he's not trying to steal Zinch's spot. No, there is not a god of hope either. It's not, not hopeful for the future. You're just living to the next day. The idea that you're just living to the next day, like the idea of just persisting, existing, and not surrendering, basically. Not surrendering to chaos, not surrendering to, the Imperium's tyranny, not surrendering to anyone. It is the idea that, people, like, people find a way. Not as in the changer of ways, changing the way that, but people will find a way to live. It might not be, it might be depressing as fuck, but they will find a way. Not surrendering is not losing hope. I disagree in a certain perspective. You can say not surrendering is not losing hope. But even people who are depressed sometimes just go on the next day. Just persist the next day. People who have lost all hope they just, well, tomorrow is gonna suck. Because surrendering isn't just surrendering to death. The lack of hope isn't just automatically death. The lack of hope sometimes just makes you, not. The idea is that it doesn't have to be depression, or nor does it have to be hope. It just has to persist. It is not stagnating. It is still improving when you can. But even under the most hope, even in the situation of lack of hope, because it's not really. And once again, Zinch whole thing is it messes. Zinch wants to change reality to a point of that you are able to do something. No, this is not about that. This is about just, oh, time to go to work tomorrow. Time to suffer tomorrow. Not to say that, oh my god, I need something new. And that's not that. That is Zinch. Zinch is, oh, I need something new. I need something to change in my life. That's Zinch. Well, time to go to work tomorrow. Time to live tomorrow. Time to take care of my child who is probably gonna bankrupt me tomorrow. That kind of idea, Time to just. So in a sense, there's also the idea of God of moderation that I have introduced. I'm playing into this idea that an idea that is, I feel like that is more in tune with the common man more than any kind of these extreme philosophical ideas. All of these like chaos gods, they represent extremes in philosophy. Extreme in things. Oh, everything taken to the extreme. what if no one does anything extreme? What is the, because what if you do the opposite? You have a god of the extremely in the not extreme, if that makes sense. Extremely in moderation, extremely in just living. That is the idea that I'm playing around with. In a sense that the idea is that this god is not inherently evil, like the chaos, because it's not a chaos god. It's more so just a, like, typical god. It's not a chaos god, as in like it's not the because it doesn't have the same like corrupting capabilities and shit, because that's not in the repertoire. Sounds a lot like a patron saint for reasonable marine, for reasonable marines. Yeah, exactly. That's the idea. It's the idea that when you have enough of like these kind of patron saints, and like if you have a lot of people just thinking of these patron saints like as like a thing, the idea of just for the living for the next day, that idea could maybe enough. Is Jean-Luc Picard the Demon Prince? I don't know. I have not thought that far into it yet. I have not thought that far into the Demon Prince, whatever. Because this is because of all of this, right? My idea is that instead of manifesting in the world like all of the other demons, all of the other chaos gods, this god, or the other gods, I mean, this god, even though okay, his idea exists in in the warp. He has his own space in the warp. They have their own space in the warp, but their body manifests in real space because the whole idea is to keep on living to the next day, something that is incomprehensible in the warp. So their effects from manifest in real space from the warp, because that manifestation has to manifest somewhere and it can only manifest in real space. Maybe not the goes, why horse? Why are we talking? Why is there a sudden horse? I'm more intrigued by the horse person. I'm not intrigued by anything. I'm intrigued by the horse. Overstimulation causes emptiness. Emptiness is free. Wait, why am I back there yet? Okay. I don't know why my Twitch went all the way back to a start of stream. Why horse? I don't get the horse part. Anyway. So yeah, it's just in a sense, this is also a commentary on, because in Warhammer you see a lot of stories about can I do this Wordle? I have not done. I do not want to, nor do I care about Wordle. Bigo is sending you be. Why now? Why is it what? I don't know what happened last stream, Rabbit. That caused you guys to send me bees. I genuinely don't know. I don't have memory of what happened last stream. I'll be real. My memory of last stream is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. Anyway, the also the I like, it's also the idea of, from what I can, one thing that I feel like isn't really talked about in Warhammer, because we always talk about like heroes and like these space marines, this superpowered being, or like even like the guardsmen. Like yeah, we focus on the guardsmen, but what about just everyone else? The people who are not in military, the people who are grinding their lives away in like the factories, the people who are suffering daily, but a lot of them are still alive. They don't all just fucking throw themselves into like the meat grinder. It feels like there's nothing representing them in the in the whatever Chaos Pantheon thing. Combine a bee and a horse making a beer. I feel like this is a strange Uma Musume fan fiction that you guys are coming up with right now. Because like there's so many, this is a galaxy of just way too many people. You should finish your film so you can start writing a botanist turned pirate elder. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. But yeah, there's so many people in the Imperium, but we can only focus on these like epic stories. But when we focus on these epic stories, there's always that one thing. When you focus on epic, when like these stories that are by necessity minorities, you kind of miss the story of the everyday man in Warhammer, because not everyone is in the military. Most people are not in the military in Warhammer. So what about them? What is their thing? What is their yeah? So I feel like we have never this we will send you trust and the horses will deliver them. Okay. This is a very weird Uma Musume fanfiction that I do not know how to describe. It is it is also in a way a social commentary on how people always focus on these extremes in life. The extreme tales of man, the extreme tales of great heroes, but we never hear the tales of the random motherfucker who's working 9 to 5. That is the like the working man. The like we think so much about like all of these great people, but what about the horses who animal into beasts? Oh my god, that is freaky. That is freaky. Why extreme tales when horse? Exactly. Why extreme tales when you can just horse? Uma Musume. Hashire Hashire Uma Musume. I had to do that. Sorry, I had to squeeze in multiple Uma Musume reference because I can. Also, I've been watching a lot of horse races. I know way too much about horses now, by the way. Just don't worry about it. Specifically Japanese one, but don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about the fact that I actually genuinely have like horse understand horse stuff. I'm horsing around. I don't know how to say. Okay. Burst or heave for he. No. I feel like I really like to explore like because almost all stories focuses on like the extreme of what is going on, like, but I always like to explore like what is like the thing that is happening for most people that isn't being explored right now. It's the same thing with my Star Wars fanfic, my Star Wars fic. I that my idea is like most people will have strong emotions. Most people do not have the discipline nor the surrounding to allow themselves to even allow themselves to be in a state of mind where they could become Jedi. But that doesn't mean everyone turns to the Sith. So what? And even if one is a person prone to emotional outbursts, person prone to like trying to do all of these like powerful things, that doesn't necessitate evil. Evil and the Sith philosophy itself is not mutually it's not like they have to be together. They can be different. You can have a Sith Lord who's like very, very much a dark side user that that has its entire identity built around using the dark side as a means to benefit reality. It is a hard thing to balance, but I feel like that's a more realistic thing to balance because I feel like more people in our lives, probably like in just daily life, probably struggle with some kind of like something dark, something dark to them. They have to but and unlike the Jedi, which just basically said, nah, you don't need those things. Most people accept their darkness and they turn it into something, and some people even embrace it. They embrace the dark, that that emotions, those emotions, and turn them into something productive. I feel like that is a better story to tell when you turn your emotions into something more productive. You turn your extremes, the extreme parts of you, into something that's not extreme, not through getting rid of them, but through making it so that you're make it so that you can thrive even under those circumstances. I always like to explore these things because I also don't consider them gray Jedi. I consider the thing I explore is someone who's basically in a situation where they had no choice but to fall to the dark side. There was no choice. Their surrounding, everything around them, they were born with affinity to the dark side. Um, the Jedi and the people of the light side literally try to murder them. They cannot turn, giving intense trauma that it's very hard to recover from, of just like the people of the light side. Their experiences just basically aligning with very strong emotions. You can always argue that, oh, there's always a choice, but like if someone is just surrounded, it just entire life is fucked. Is there really a choice? Like, yeah, you can choose to do something, but you cannot choose the fact that your emotions are gonna be fucked. So like, how do you balance that kind of situation? Or someone who's already fucked. Those people who have fallen, just like how IRL people has, some people have fallen into drug use. You know, the dark side is always talked about as an addicting force. People who have fallen into, people who have already it's already too late for them. That's actually the situation has gone so fucked for them that they are now in a situation where they are constantly surrounded by said thing. How do they in this situation, how do they actually it's like you being held at gunpoint and someone says, if you choose option B, I'm gonna shoot you. You can still choose option B, but yeah, you choose option A. Exactly. It's the same idea. Now how do you live with option A? That's the idea. That's the idea that I want to explore. The idea is there. So how do you live with option A without losing yourself? That's the idea, and it's also commentary on poverty and how even though an idea is philosophically or morally the moral and superior high ground, it doesn't necessitate that it's for everyone, because some people do not have the luxury of a moral high ground. Having the option to choose a moral high ground is in a lot of ways a luxury. But to turn your shitty situation, to turn that into something that you can be proud of, that is a even harder thing than to maintain a moral high ground. And I feel like that is an idea that I like to explore. It is a very interesting thing. The failed Jedi heart says the cultural truths about interacting with other failed Jedi. Yeah, it is definitely it is partially based on the idea of the ideas of Revan, Darth Revan. I just don't really like how there's still way too much Jedi bullshit going on with them, if that makes sense. Because the idea is you can stay a Sith because the situation has basically made it so that you are a Sith. You are a Sith. Philosophically, you are a Sith. Ideally, you are a Sith. Everything you are is a Sith. But that doesn't mean you automatically bring pain and destruction. You can't change that. You can't channel that philosophy into something that you can be proud of and leave behind something that isn't just pain and destruction. That's the idea. It is the dark side, it is the Sith, it is all of the fucking force lightning, all of the trying to grab power for yourself, all of those things. but you do it in a way that makes you can be proud of. You wouldn't be you like an average person can be like, hey, hey, this person is fucked up, but I understand. It doesn't have to be, I always like to explore these because I feel like these kind of things are more what an average person would encounter than the extreme of like just and like and then the Grey Jedi is unrealistic either because it's like, oh, they're exploring the balance between the light and the dark. Um, that's also, once again, exploring balance is a luxury as well because not a lot of people have that luxury to, to explore it, to explore said balance. The Illyria is describing Kreia from KOTOR. Not Revan, more Kreia. Which one's Kreia again? I suddenly forgot which one's Kreia. Hold on. My brain can't. Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't know much about Kreia, I'll be real. I don't know much about Kreia. But the thing with Kreia is also, you just went like, oh, we need to destroy all connections to the Force. It's still like in a situation of like, absolution. Of like, it didn't really turn it into something actually productive. It just turned it into self-hatred. It turned it into self-deprecation, and I don't like that. I don't like that. You definitely would enjoy playing KOTOR 2, the game where the Explorer, Jedi turn Sith, nobody. Sure to go to both Jedi and their codes and all of Force and how it affects you. KOTOR 2 is forcing you to witness their flaws. I know KOTOR has that element. It's just that I am exploring it in my own way, basically. I'm not saying that I'm the only one that explores that. KOTOR is definitely one of the better works. That's why I think KOTOR is one of the better works because it explores so much of like the dynamic between the light and the dark side, and it doesn't just Star Wars tends to just go in either side or the dark side or the light side. It doesn't explore that much of they say they like even like in Legends they explore the Grey Jedi, but the Grey Jedi feels like it feels forced in actual realism. And like a lot of them are just, oh, they are corrupted to the dark side by mind control. That's not the thing I was going for. More going for just like what about it? Oh, shut the fuck. Why is it B? Why is it always bees? Why is it always bees? Like, yeah, exactly. Like if you're really poor in a really poor area, you'll sometimes do bad things like crime. Exactly. Why crimes, like the idea of why crimes exist in a lot of in like actual, well, of course that's not the actual, like not the full reason, but like why crimes are such a problem in certain areas. It's not that the people want to do crimes, it's that people have no choice. They have to do crimes just to survive. And once you are in that life of crime, what the fuck do you do? How do you turn that into something? You don't like the life of crime. You think that the criminals are basically creating problems. How do you turn that into something how, when you're in the system, can you turn it into something productive? That's the idea I'm looking for. How do you turn, even though you're in the system of basically evil, how do you turn something, and you acknowledge it's evil and you don't want it. You don't like the evilness, but you're in it and you're stuck. So what the hell do you do? You should add it. Okay. I don't know how to do that. That's the thing. I don't know how to like do redeems and shit. It's because Fire Eagles told that for me. So true. So true. I feel like it's really funny and I like to explore this. Because I'm the type of, like, I like to explore this thought experiments, but I'm the type of motherfucker who would like, oh, that's a crime? No, I'm not gonna fucking do it. No, go away, shoo. Oh, I hate crimes. Because for me, it's like, I like to explore philosophical things. But then I realized, oh shit, crime is pretty bad. Yeah, don't do crimes, kids. Don't get yourself stuck in a situation where you have to do crimes. They're not good. Yeah. And just add a B effect. No, the thing is that I need to attach the redeems to like the OBS and shit. I don't know how to do that yet. I can probably look it up. I am pretty text. I do know how to do these things. I like one simple Google search will probably get me to know how to do it. I am just very lazy to actually set it up. PSA from Fire goes, yeah. Crime is bad. Don't do crimes. Don't crime. Yeah. It's weird. I would say it's weird. The way I like to explore philosophies that I'm not a part of sometimes. In a way, I feel like me being not being a part of this philosophy is a privilege. Because I feel like I have the privilege of not being a part of this philosophy, that kind of world. And I feel like a lot of people in my shoes don't understand them. They don't explore. They criticize people in that area without actually there is a good and evil there's a good evil and good and gray area. And what is the B area? The B area is black and yellow, black and yellow. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. It makes no sense. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. But yeah, I feel like because I feel like my situation is very much a privilege for me, and I feel like I should, you know. I feel like my given my position, I should uh and you know, people who usually in my position don't understand these kind of things. I feel like I have a responsibility to understand this and spread that, you know, spread that idea because it um because I think everyone could do a little bit more with a little bit of empathy. What if you do? You woke up one night and saw a goblin play Clash of Clans on your phone with an entire goblin army. Run! I can get a new phone. I cannot fight a goblin army with knives. I'm not built like that. And also they're fast. You just are lawful, chaotic, good, evil. Yes, they're everything. Oh, one goblin. Probably sneak up on him and just cut his throat or something. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know how this works. Oh, play. Oh, they're one of those guys. I will look at him judgingly. Just judgingly. Oh my god! I remember there was a time I played a lot of. I was pretty obsessed with Clash of Clans. It was really annoying because I didn't have a phone back then as well, so I couldn't even like actually play Clash of Clans reliably. I had to like borrow my mom's phone. I remember, oh my god, that was so long ago. I don't like playing games like Clash of Clans anymore. In because it just takes so long. There was a time when you play Clash of Clans, yeah. There's a time where everyone plays Clash of Clans, I guess. It was okay, to be fair, I do like how Clash of Clans like they kind of do explore like, you know, their setting a bit. It's like it's not really like super much, but it is like fun. It's not like a deep lore. It is no, they have fun with it, and I really like that. And also, I like how Clash of Clans in itself is basically a copy on a lot of big games, but no one else remembers the no one else remembers what they copied from. What would you do if a comic came on nowhere crevices and while you were talking to someone and walk up to you and said, "No one will ever believe you before stabbing the person"? Um, how do I say this? And running back into the crevices. Um, I mean, no one will ever believe me, but also no one would ever believe me to um cut someone's throat with a knife because I'm too small for that. and I'm also too I don't think I'm physically fit enough to do that without falling over or dying. So I think I'm safe. I would just no, they stand somewhere in the be like, what the fuck do you mean a be like way? What the fuck's a be like way? What is a be like way? Eh? And you have this what? I don't have a spirit. Since when do I have a spirit of a bee? What the fuck are you on about? Anyway, um, or well, I guess that's if that's the case, guess I'll die. Does anyone? But yeah, do anyone remember like the OG Clash of Clans style games? I remember one of the oldest one I can remember was Backyard Monsters. I'm not sure if it was the first though. I don't think it was the first, but that was one of the OGs I can remember. I used to play that for quite a bit. But because it was like once again I didn't have like access to PCs at the time, and that was like I think that at that time it was a PC only game. Um, yeah, it wasn't really a thing I could play for long. The rebel there is stabbing them with a poison barb dagger. That is that is crazy. So but yeah, backyard that was an old. I don't know. Does anyone know backyard monsters here? Was that shit's old? That shit was like 10-year-old me shit. I remember. I'm gonna look it up. Okay. From what I know, it's no longer active though. They have a fandom. The fuck? Why do they still have? They still have a fandom. What the hell? Like it was like Clash of Clans was very directly inspired by Backyard Monsters. By the way, there's a lot of elements in Backyard Monsters that's just you can tell that Clash of Clans straight up copied them. Like the final the most powerful the most powerful unit in Backyard Monsters is called is Dave as and like it stands for something, but then and then Time Times Pekka, which also like stands for something. It's like there's a lot of like you can tell there's like a lot of fucking um there's a lot of um inspiration. There you go. But yeah, I am curious like how it happened. Oh, apparently there's a refitted version. Yeah, apparently they made a refitted version. I'm not gonna play it because yeah, it's not this is no longer the type of game that I would like to play. But it was interesting. It is interesting that people are still like trying to make uh people are still trying to make the game. Like people are still trying to make these games, old games, because I feel like this is the OG. I feel like this is the OG like Clash of Clans style game. The fact that I have to say Clash of Clans style game is kind of crazy, you know, because it is not because it is the before Clash of Clans. I feel like it's crazy that I have to say, oh, this a Clash of Clans style game when Clash of Clans copied from them. They just didn't get like when they just didn't get um they just didn't like they just couldn't get as popular as them. Clash of Clans had a lot better marketing. Man, this brings back memories. Granted, it was also the memory during the time that I was literally being bullied, so not it isn't particularly good memories, but memories either way. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream here though. It's almost end stream time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like the stream, if you like the stream, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for yeah, I genuinely I didn't see you, sorry. What do you village video game tower defense? Yeah, you can, yeah, exactly. Uh um a monster bends and controls on your wall and will horrifying you by when it crushes next to you, you're going back to wars. Yeah, I didn't see that. Goblins are hunting clash of clans, decent transform. Anyway. But yeah, either way, Holy Fire goes in. Okay. Um, sorry, give me a minute. My brain is trying to process. My brain is trying to brain right now. What do you do in this situation? I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My brain. I don't know, man. My brain is not. I need to go back to sleep. I'm getting tired. I gotta sleep now. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You like the stream, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. If you guys want to talk to me more about dumb shit like the backyard monsters, apparently, because I, uh, join my Discord link in the description. You know, if you guys want to help out my, you guys want to help me out a bit, especially because I'm probably not gonna have a lot of time to, um, you know, I'm not gonna have a lot of chance to, get donations anymore once I go to Germany, in October. If you guys want to donate, link in the description. Thank you. Also, thank you, person, for the $10. By the way, either way, I appreciate it so much. From before. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I see you guys next time. That I don't know when. Next time, probably Sunday. Bye. Bye.